While we wait for set 15, I've been playing this auto battler called Merge Tactics, and don't worry, we're still hardcore TFT players on this channel, so I'll post videos on other games on my second channel, linked below. But pretty much, a lot of companies are making auto battlers right now because they're so easy to make, I guess, and to be honest, most of them suck, except for this one. Merge Tactics from Clash Royale is actually good, and we'll go over how to play it and also give you all my thoughts on it. So I think where Merge Tactics really shines is that it fixes a lot of auto battler problems, such as very high learning curve to get the basics. Like for TFT, we have to memorize like 60 some champions, like 20 some traits. I don't even know the exact numbers. There's a huge item system, over 100 augments, which is great. Like I love that for like intense gaming, but on my phone, I just want to relax and chill. And honestly, since I'm so used to playing TFT on my computer, I can't really play on my phone that well. Also, TFT games hopefully take more than 30 minutes if you're winning, and Merge Tactics takes 5 to 7. That's like a huge plus for me. If I'm on the toilet or if I'm waiting for the train, I want like a legit game on my phone. There aren't many like legit mobile games, like let's be real. And I'm not sponsored in any way, but this game kind of fulfills that gap for me when I'm not at my PC and I want a game that involves some type of strategy without having to spend 2,000 hours on a tutorial. Additionally, the interface is really good, and everything they did with like the actual gameplay, fantastic. Again, all the other auto battlers from like other IPs or other companies, like I tried them all. They actually like really suck. That's why I haven't made any videos on them. Even though I paid my thumbnail artist to make thumbnails for them, I was just like, these games are just so bad I don't even want to play them. I thought I did, but the starring system in Merge Tactics is so nice because there aren't that many rounds to plan. You don't have to memorize like, oh, stage 2-2 do this, stage 2-7 do that, and stage like 6-2 do this. Like in TFT, it's rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, however many long it is. And because the games are much shorter, you have many less shops. So starring up units, you just need 2 copies of them to star them up to 2-star, and then you need 4 total copies to get to 3-star, and then I think 8 to get to 4-star. Oftentimes you don't even cap out your board in a lot of the games before you win, and I think that's like another really cool thing about Merge Tactics. Normally in TFT, you pretty much always get to your final build. Like you might have one unit that's still 1-star, but for the most part, you have everything 2-starred, and if you don't have that, you're like pretty screwed most of the time. Sometimes you need 3 stars. But in Merge Tactics, and I've climbed like a decent amount. I'm not the best player by any means, but I definitely played this more than I should have. And I'm telling you, I've won with like full 3-star boards, and I've also won with like a bunch of 1-stars still on my board because it depends highly on the pace of the game. Next, there are only 20 units, which means you don't really actually have to learn every single one of them. I mean, it definitely helps, but the trait system is so much simpler, and learning everything is much less cumbersome. In TFT, we have to do like 60 champions, and the item system, like no items in this game, which is really nice. And if you played Clash Royale before, all the units behave in the same exact way. So in TFT, when we have like Ashe, for example, we don't know whether she has her volley, her big arrow, and attack speed buff. It changes every set, right? But for Clash Royale, like the units all behave how they do in like the regular game because they only have an auto attack. So picking up the game and having fun really quickly is so much easier. Next, there are many different playstyles that I found to play this game. Like I've talked to a bunch of players who are actually like giga grinding this game, and the 2 sort of like little legends that they have out, they're called like heroes. I don't really know the exact name. Rulers, that is. One of them offers like a chill playstyle where you don't have to sweat too much and you use more like game knowledge to create strong boards. And then there's also another one for all the ADD players out there who constantly need to be doing something every single turn. Both playstyles are viable. I've seen high-ranked players play both of them. I personally think one is better than the other, but again, that's just my personal preference. Both of them definitely do work. And despite everything I'm saying that, oh, the game's so simple and it's like so easy to pick up, it actually is like a very high skill cap game. I learn something new every time I play, and I have some friends who are like much better than me that I obviously learn from as well, and they have people that they know that are even better than them. So there definitely is a lot of skill involved in this super simple game. They also make the user interface like super intuitive. There's no re-rolling, for example. There's no re-roll button. You like have to buy something in your shop every time, but they give you other ways to make econ. There's no interest, so you don't have to think about that. And to keep the game fresh, they do have like a portal system, which I think is pretty cool. It's actually hilarious. I think Tencent, who owns Riot Games, also owns this company because a lot of the names are very similar, and a lot of the things they do are very similar, such as Trait Dummy. You gain a dummy that has 2 random traits. I mean, that's just wandering trainers, right? They have Pandora's Bench. They're not even trying to hide the fact that they're copying there. It's pretty funny stuff, but I think they're owned by the same company, so that's why it's kosher, I guess. But with portals, without portals, like there's a lot of different ways to play the game. For me, at least, it doesn't really get boring. As for builds, there are a lot of viable builds out there. First couple of days I was playing this game, I was only spamming like one build because like I thought it was like super. As I got better, I was like, oh, I should maybe go for these other builds later on. And to me, as far as I know, there haven't been any patches to the game yet since it came out. And I think it's actually pretty balanced, which I think is super impressive. Maybe someone super high level at this game can tell me like, oh no, like you only go this one thing at super high levels and that's the broken comp or whatever. But when I play, when I watch my friends play, like we're always winning with different things, or other people are winning with different comps. And there are a lot of like quick counters in the game that you can kind of react to. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think more people should check this out. So I guess we could hop into a game. All you have to do is just press battle, and yeah, you'll find a game pretty quickly. So I know what people are gonna say, like, oh, Clash Royale is pay to win, and is Merge Tactics pay to win? Arguably, yes. I'd say like in a theoretical sense, yes. And again, I'm not sponsored in any way by this company. But yeah, like technically it sucks because my units are level 10, level 10. I have like some 11s and 12s. But most people I face, like this person's level 11, level 13, level 14. It goes all the way up to level 15. And yeah, most people are higher than me. And it does suck, but I found that I beat them all the time though. Because like the levels, like I'm not gonna lie, I hate pay to win games, but just because something's like pay to win, like am I trying to go pro in merge tactics? No, I am not, right? So I don't really care that much. I'm more like playing the game to have fun. So if you're like really, what's the word, like cognizant of pay to win games and like you don't want to play them ever at all, if there's like even a hint of pay to win, then I guess it's not the game for you. But it doesn't mean you like can't have fun, because again, unless you're trying to go like absolute pro, I think pay to win doesn't really matter that much, considering in this game I beat people with higher card levels than me pretty much all the time. In fact, in some cases, like my ruler right now, if I lose a round, I get 4 elixir, which is pretty much like the gold in that game. And in some cases, you could argue that being a lower level actually helps out sometimes, because that definitely has happened in the past where I was lower level than someone and we were both trying to lose streak, and he just beats me because, well, I'm lower level than them and I got the advantage that way. So, like, I know that's like a rare case or like an edge case, but there are instances where being lower level actually helps out a lot. Obviously, higher level in the later parts of the game is definitely more helpful, but again, like I beat people all the time with like level 15, so I don't really see that much of an issue. Some of my friends had, but they eventually came around and gave the game a try, because me and a couple of other people were like just playing it nonstop, and they're kind of wondering like why we thought it was so fun despite all of that. We are getting rocked here, unfortunately. Hopefully with the extra gold we get from the win streak, we can kind of do something. But yeah, if you're like worried about pay to win, like it is an issue, but it's not that big of an issue. So again, like just give the game a try. Like worst case, you like don't like it, you just uninstall the game. And yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, when you get 2 copies of the unit, you get it upgraded, and you also have the traits over here you could kind of look at. Yeah, you just click on them, you see all the units in that trait. Pretty basic stuff, right? But yeah, you make team comps. Like I kind of have like a lot of them memorized at first, or like at this point, but you could always double check like who fits in what trait. Again, team comp, like I've won with pretty much every team comp, so they do matter. I think there are like quote unquote like best team comps, but you don't get them every game, so you just have to make do. And if you get like a bunch of 3 stars, sometimes even 4 stars, you can with like an early game comp beat a lot of the late game ones as well, right? I mean, like you guys already know that, right? You guys play TFT, so it's the same concept here. Like I don't know what else to say. Oh, I thought I had that. I'm playing 2 archers. Not ideal. We have this Valkyrie in here. And by the way, whenever you get like an upgrade, whenever you 2-star or 3-star something, you do get bonus gold. I believe they talk about it here. So you get 4 elixir per round and gain 1 elixir per merge. Merge is when they like combine. And then modifiers and ruler passives may give you more. The map we're on is 4-star, so troop pools are doubled with more available in the shop, so you can easily just re-roll a ton and get like super duper boards. But I don't know if we're winning this game because we are about to get knocked out, and that kind of sucks, you know, that kind of sucks. But again, it doesn't really matter. Like, did the card levels, like he is level 14, but he has a 3-star guy out there. So like, yeah, I'm not gonna win that one. But I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. I kind of addressed everything about this game, like the positives and negatives. Like the positives, again, I gotta say is that they simplified the game so much, but it's still like a deep game. Like again, I learn new stuff every time I play, but it's so simple to get into. The games are so fast. I don't have to like invest 30 to 40 minutes to do something. Like if someone calls me over, I could be like, yeah, I'm right there. But if I'm in a TFT game, I'm like, oh, give me 20 minutes. Like I sound like a complete idiot, right? But that's like one big bonus to this game. And like downsides, the pay to win element. I know it sucks. Like I have been playing Clash for like on and off for many years, I guess. So I do have like okay levels on my account, but honestly, the level of your cards, they don't really matter that much because each level I think is like 1 or 2% improvement or something like that. One of my friends told me the exact number. I forget because it's not that consequential. But yeah, it does suck. Eventually, maybe it will affect me if I get higher rating or whatever. But so far, I haven't really noticed it that much. I guess if I lose by 1 HP, those are the times I'll cry about it. But I don't want to waste any more of your time. I'll probably be posting more content on this on my other channel, so definitely check that out, along with like a bunch of other stuff. Like I've been playing a bunch of other games like my whole life. Like just because I make a TFT channel doesn't mean I'm like only playing TFT, right? So I'll post all that on the other channel. It's called More Bunny Muffins, so definitely check that out if you are inclined to. But that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time.